What's up guys, Enrique from DSM Tool here and welcome to today's video. Now today's video is not like any other because we're doing a webinar and it'll teach you guys how to properly market research and product research. Now if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that like button if you feel that this information is going to be useful for you. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell button because we're going constantly live on this channel and also putting out some awesome new content for you guys. So the question is, what products should we sell and how do we get them? In this webinar, I'll show you step by step the process of product research and niche research by using two popular product research methods. So let's dive into the subject. Product Research Masterclass. Learn how to find trending niches and profitable products on eBay. So today you will be learning, guys, number one, what is online arbitrage, number two, the most popular product research methods, number three, the process of sniping a product, and number four, the process of finding a profitable product from a trending niche. So if you're ready to begin this webinar, consider hitting that like button. Let's start. First concept I want you guys to learn is what is online arbitrage. And to put it in simple terms, online arbitrage is the process of selling a product on a marketplace such as eBay or Amazon and then sourcing that same item for a cheaper cost on another website. And we'll be using, in this case, AliExpress. So the process is the following. First, on eBay, you should find a product with a high demand and a low competition. High demand means that has been generating some sales, at least 3 to 4 sales minimum during the past 30 days. And then once you found that product, you source that same item on AliExpress for a cheaper cost. So let's talk a little bit about a concept on marketing that is called supply and demand. I think most of you have actually learned on the concept of what that is, or at least heard about it, right? So to give you the concept in simple terms as well, this is the interaction between the sellers of a resource and the buyers for that same resource. This will be causing an effect on the relationship between the price of the product and the willingness of the buyer, or the user in this case on e-commerce, to either buy that product, or if you're a seller, in this case dropshipper like us, then to sell the product. So let me put it this way. As a dropshipper, applying the supply and demand concept, you have 3 simple steps. Number 1, detect the demand. In this case, find which product has enough demand on the website that you're trying to make sales. In this case, using eBay as an example. Number 2, once you found that item, source that same product on a different website, in this case AliExpress, for a cheaper cost, right? And the final step is making some sales. Now, the next webinar will be focused on this step, where we will teach you how to properly work with search engine optimization to generate some traffic into your store organically, and because of it, you should make some sales. And then you repeat the cycle again and again. So let me give you a few examples of what is online arbitrage. I'm going to show you 5 different items on eBay, and then I'm going to show you the same products on AliExpress under a cheaper cost. So we have this first product, which is a men's slippers. We have the shoe size 10.5, that is a variation by the way, and the final price $23.99. Now on AliExpress we have the same item, the same color, the same size, and including shipping, that is free shipping via ePacket. We have the final price or cost, which is the supply cost, is $11.90. So you can clearly see that this is way cheaper than this price right here. So that is the first example of what is online arbitrage based on this product. But you know what, let me show you a different product now. For the second example or second product, we have this nail drill bit over here. As you guys can see, the final price is for $12.99 based on this seller, right? Now if we find this same product on AliExpress, there you have it. That is the same item, the same variation or color, and this is the final cost or price on AliExpress, $2.28. If we add up the shipping price, which is $3.87 if we use AliExpress standard shipping, let's add that up. So we have 3.87 plus 2.28. We have a final price of $6.15. So as you guys can see, again, this one over here on AliExpress is way cheaper than the price that the seller is making on eBay. This is the second example. Let's head over to the third example. So we have the third example right here. Now keep in mind, guys, that I am only using what is called the supply cost on AliExpress, right? The price that we find on AliExpress plus the shipping price. I am not involving the fees, where you have PayPal fees and the eBay invoice fee that you get every single month. But I am just showing you how online arbitrage is, right? How does this work? Anyway, the final price of this product here is $8.99. This is the price that the seller is making on eBay. We find the same product on AliExpress. The supply cost is for $2.83 and $1.73 if we use AliExpress standard shipping. So again, if we add them up, we have 1.73 plus 2.83, $4.56 in total, and we have 8.99 over here. Again, this one over here is cheaper. For the fourth example, guys, we have this headphone case right here. This is worth $9.48 on this seller's page on eBay. Now, if we're trying to find this same product on AliExpress, we can have it right here for obviously a cheaper cost. Is for 0.01 cent. And then when it comes to shipping, you have $3.68 via standard shipping. If we add them up, it's $3.69. Obviously, we don't need a calculator for that. But we can clearly see that this is cheaper than this price over here. Again, when it comes to PayPal fees and eBay fees, they may vary a little bit, but based on experience, they could go from $1 to maybe $3 depending on a lot of factors, which I'm going to dive into further on the video. But the idea again is to show you guys that we can find the same product that is being sold on eBay for a cheaper price on a different website, in this case AliExpress. And for the final example and fifth product, we have this mini wood Christmas tree ornaments. Since we are in December, we have here the final price $26.35, 19 times sold, and as you can see here. Now we find the same item on AliExpress, the same variation, 48 pieces, such as this one over here. And the final price is for $19.90 with free shipping. Again, you guys can see the trend. You can see that this over here is the same product than this one, but is under a cheaper price. So this is how online arbitrage works. You find a good enough product on eBay that has enough demand, with a low competition rate, and you find that same item on a different website, in this case AliExpress, under a cheaper cost. That way you can cover up the supply cost, the shipping cost, the PayPal and eBay costs or fees, which I'm going to get to in just a moment, and also get some profits along the way. So knowing this concept of supply and demand, it's time to get to know a little bit about the first process or method when it comes to product research. Now, let me show you the theory on the presentation and then show you the practice on how exactly to do the process. So this is called Sniping Method. In the Sniping Method, we do 3 simple steps. First step, we find other dropshippers within the marketplace, in this case eBay, right? What you do is first search for a random product on AliExpress, where we're going to actually do after I teach you the theory. Second, grab that title and head over to advanced search on eBay. Third, make sure the item's location is set up to be China. Remember, we're trying to source products from China due to online arbitrage, meaning for a cheaper cost, we can actually dropship items from Asia onto the US. Now, the second step is analyze the dropshipper or the seller's store. On this part, what you do is you head over to the eBay seller store, you click on where it says items for sale, and using a Google Chrome extension called eBay popularity sort, you can sort their products by the most popular ones to the least popular ones. And once you found that popular product that may leave you some awesome profits, it's time for you to source their best-selling items. In this case, we'll be using another Chrome extension called Ali Tools, which you could analyze the item's picture on eBay and then find a different supplier on AliExpress in this case, where you can actually get that product for a cheaper cost. Okay guys, it's time to dive into the second method of the product research process. In this case, we're not looking into one product, we're looking into something bigger. We're looking into a niche. So this section we're going to cover niche market research. So let me explain what this is. Imagine a bigger picture, right? So we have the market. The market is a place where there's a large sum of buyers and sellers, supply and demand, what we just explained, right? So within that market, there are different subcategories. In this case, we're calling it niches, right? So within the market, there is a niche. A niche is a small portion of the huge market there is, in this case of e-commerce. So a niche basically has its own particular needs and preferences, right? So within the niche, we can find hundreds of thousands of different products that you can actually source. So a niche is a small portion of the market, and within that niche, you can find different products within the same categories. An example of this is Christmas decorations. That is a niche, Christmas decorations. And within that niche, you can find different and thousands of products. You can find, let's say, ornaments for the tree of your Christmas tree. You can find Christmas lights. You can find maybe small, toys for Christmas. Anything that can be decoration for your house, you can find it within that same category that is Christmas decoration. Okay, now this is the part of the practice. This part of the webinar, we're going to be covering the step-by-step of every single process within the method. The first process development that we're going to teach is how to snipe a product, and the second one is how do we do our niche market research. So let's begin. So now guys, we are at the practice of this theory of looking from different dropshippers on eBay. So the first thing I want to teach you guys and show you actually, so you can get familiar with this website over here, is AliExpress is pretty much the same thing as Amazon or eBay, right? Where you can find multiple and tons of thousands of products that you can actually dropship. That's why I think that AliExpress is such a good place and has so much potential for eBay dropshipping, for example. We can find categories of any sort and subcategories, as you guys can see here, out of the categories that you find. Now, being this said, I just wanted you guys to know that what we need to do is find high quality products to dropship onto eBay, because that is the bread and butter of dropshipping. Obviously, trying to sell awesome items, awesome products, high quality products that people want to buy and that they're actually intending to buy year round. Okay guys, so diving into the first step of the sniping method, in this case, it doesn't even matter which category, which product you choose. The only end goal here is to find any product, random product on AliExpress, to go ahead then and find it on the advanced search on eBay and try to find a dropshipper as well. That is the end goal. The reason behind that, and I'll actually explain in details later on this video, is to actually compete against another dropshipper. You have a higher chance to make sales as well. So let's choose any categories. In this case, I will go and choose home improvements, because I believe that that is a category that is always selling year round. People are always trying to improve their homes, whether it's the summer or the winter, it doesn't even matter. But for me personally, I always have seen a lot of sales and demand on these products. So let's find any product, any category here or any subcategory here that we can maybe try to use when it comes to eBay search. So let's see, maybe garden tools over here. So we have this random product I chose. In this case, we have a plant trimmer. You can see here the final price on AliExpress is $10.19, and we have free shipping. Now, the first step is grab the full title, hit Control C. That way you can copy the title and then head over to eBay's advanced search and paste it here with Control V. Second step is scroll down and make sure that on location you set up the item's location on China. The reason behind this is that First, we're trying to source products from China, and secondly, we're trying to look for dropshippers that are doing the exact same thing, meaning that they're sourcing products most likely from AliExpress. That way we can directly compete against them. So we have China, place that over here, and then it's time for us to put a bare minimum price, and that way we can actually be accurate when it comes to finding the exact same product on eBay, and therefore we can find a dropshipper or at least a potential dropshipper. So what we do is the following. Let's grab our calculators over here, and first of all, there's a thing called 30% markup. The reason behind that is that we're trying to cover up, or the dropshipper is trying to cover up, the supply cost or the price on AliExpress, plus shipping price if there is any, along with the eBay and PayPal fees, right? Not only that, once they cover up that number, they want to get some profits out of every sale. So in order for us to do that, the equation is the following. First, we grab the total amount for the price over here. We have 10.19. We normally would add that up with the shipping price, but there's no shipping price because it's free shipping. Once we've done that, we're going to multiply it by 1.3, and we have this following number. So based on your results, this is going to be the bare minimum price that you're going to place right here, 13.24, to try to be accurate as possible, find the same product and a potential dropshipper. Remember, it's all about finding a dropshipper, and then once we've found a dropshipper, it's about analyzing his or her store. Then let's scroll down, let's hit the search results, and there we have it. We have the same product as you guys can see here. Click on the product. Now, if you scroll down, you can see the item's location on the part where it says description. Head over to the shipping and payments tab. You can see that the item's location is based on China. And let's head over to the seller's store. And you find that by simply going over here on seller's information, click on this tab over here. This is what an eBay store looks like. Now, when it comes to dropshippers, based on experience, normally you find dropshippers based on the Netherlands, for example, Morocco, Greece, Israel, Lithuania, even the US. If you find somebody based in the US but the item's location is on China, they are dropshippers doing the same exact thing as you are right now, sourcing products from AliExpress most likely. Now, the other step is heading over to the items for sale. Over here, you can see all the products that that seller has on his or her store. But before we get into that, guys, I want to show you a Chrome extension called eBay Popularity Sort. It's going to be in the description down below, by the way. So once you have that installed, which is actually completely for free, you can sort items by the most popular one to the least popular one. And obviously you're trying to search for products that have enough demand. So have this activated in order for you to find the most popular items on the seller's store. Now back to the presentation, I want to talk to you guys about the third part or third step within this process. And this is pretty much sourcing the product that we find on the seller's store by using another Chrome extension called AliTools, and there you have it. So just to give you a quick breakdown, AliTools is number 1, a price tracker, number 2, seller's check, number 3, product review, and number 4, image analyzer. So let me show you what this is. And this is going to be in the description down below. So first of all, you can price track every single product that is on AliExpress or any change within the price on AliExpress. Second, you can check up on the seller. So you have this cool feature right here with it actually analyzes the supplier or the seller, so you can actually see if that person is reliable or not. And you can do product reviews as well. And last but not least, you can use this tool to analyze pictures on eBay, and what that does is it shows you different suppliers that sell the same or something similar on AliExpress for a cheaper cost. So let me show you what I mean in practice. So back to the seller's page on eBay, you can see here all the products that this person has on the store. Now, by using the first Chrome extension, the eBay Popularity Sort, this sorts items from the most popular ones to the least popular ones. So let's start with the first product over here, meaning that this might be the most popular product that this seller has. Click on this product, and then if you want to source this item on AliExpress, we use AliTools. What we do is scroll over to the image, and you can see on the top left corner a magnifying glass where you can go over there, and you can see here that says find on AliExpress. Click on it, and what this does is sends the image, analyzes the image, and then looks for different suppliers on AliExpress that offer or sell the same product or at least something similar. So let's see. So there we have the results after the image analyzer, and you can find different suppliers that offer the same item under different prices. The idea here is to find the same product under a cheaper cost. Now, one thing I want you guys to always check up on is the orders. The reason behind that is if you find a supplier that has more than 10 orders or even more than 100, then that means that supplier most likely is reliable. And I'm going to get into how to pretty much analyze the supplier on AliExpress, to get someone reliable to source items from. But the first thing you want to notice is find a cheaper cost, and also find, let's say, a supplier that has more than 10 orders. You can also sort by cheap first if you want. Normally you might find different items or something similar, or you might find the same product. We can go with this one for $20 and 22 orders, more than 10 orders, so that's pretty good. And then we click on that one. Okay, now we have the suppliers page on AliExpress, the one that we chose. But before we dive into how to analyze if this supplier is reliable or not, let's head over to eBay, because this product has different variations. So as you can see, depending on which one we choose, the price changes. So let's try to find a variation that we can find on AliExpress, and also we can find on eBay, which is the same thing. So let's say we want to use, I don't know, let's say this one right here, 17.28, the final price. Let's see if we can find it over here. Okay, let's just type C. Okay, so there you have it. The same product, the same variation as you guys can see here. And look at the price. The final price on AliExpress is for 17 bucks and 28 cents. And the final price on eBay on the seller's page is for $42.99, right? So this is how we determine the price, and we found the same product under a cheaper cost. Now, if we add up, let's say, the AliExpress standard shipping price, which is $3.74, we apply it, and we still are cheaper. We still find something way cheaper than what we find on eBay. So that is good. Now, it's time for us to analyze the supplier and see how good or reliable this supplier or seller on AliExpress is. The first thing I want you guys to check up on, or that at least this is what I do, is I always check up the star rating over here. So if you see a product that has more than 4.5, that means that that item is good. People like it. That is a quality product. Now, again, based on the amount of orders and reviews, that gives you a general idea of how good the supplier or the seller is on AliExpress. But also, by AliTools, you can see here this part where this is the seller rating or the seller ranking. So if you find a supplier that has more than 90% seller ranking, that means that that is an awesome rating. And also, not only that, when it comes to positive feedbacks, how many good feedbacks or positive feedbacks this seller has, if you go over here, you can see that this person has 97.2% positive feedback. And also, it offers 90-day buyer protection and also a free return policy when it comes to return policies. This is very important, especially when it comes to eBay. So we have here a good product, we have here a cheaper price than this one, and we have here a reliable source. And this is how we start sniping a product. Let me give you a different example. We have another product right here. Since it's December, why not choose this product to showcase? So we have this Santa elf doll ornament, right, for Christmas tree. So we have the final price here, and if we use AliTools, we can analyze the picture and find different suppliers that offer the same product or something similar on AliExpress under a cheaper cost. The one that I chose is this one right here. Now, you can see here that this is the same product as this one, and we have the same variation. So we have the final price, $4.99, and we add up the $1.95 shipping price if we use ePacket. Now, more to that, I want to actually point out that it's not always about finding a reliable supplier or a reliable source or finding the same product under a cheaper price, but also it's all about the demand. So over here, you're trying to find a product that has enough demand for you to source. This means how many times this item was sold. And not only that, try to find a product that has at least generated 3 to 4 sales during the past 30 days. That is where you know that that item is being demanded. The way you know that is by going on this part, clicking on this tab, and you'll be directed to the transaction history. Over here, you can see the variation that was sold, the price that was sold for, the quantity of items that was bought, and the date of purchase. So as you can see, there is a full trend over here. And this has been sold, as you guys can see here, 20 times during the past 30 days. So this product is high demanded. And we found this product under a cheaper price over here. So this is how we snipe a good enough product. Guys, when it comes to eBay fees, that also depends on what items you're selling, for example, and also what type of account you have. So let's say you're a beginner and you have the basic eBay account. Then for most items, you will need to pay a 10% final value fee, and you will make that payment every 15th or every 20th of every single month. So the idea of this is try to know or try to cover all your fees, and once you made the cover up, then whatever is left, that is your profit to take. Okay, so now let me show you what you do. First off, let's head over to eBay. Let's check up on the final price that the seller is making on the same item. So we have $10.09. We fill that up in here, $10.09. Now let's head over to AliExpress. We see that the final price here is $4.99. We place it here in cost, and then we head over to the shipping cost, $1.95 if we use ePacket. So $1.95. So the seller, out of every single sale, is having a profit of $1.39. Now, if you want to dropship this product, you have to be competitive when it comes to pricing. The way you do that is by being cheaper. That is in simple terms. What you can do is you can sell it for $9.99 and you'll still have a profit of $1.30. And this are your fees, $1.75 in total when it comes to your break even. Now, you might think, well, that's not too much when it comes to profit, and you might be right. However, it's not always about generating awesome profits. It's about also generating some traffic. And so as you guys can see here, this product specifically has 20 sales, and out of the 20 sales, these sales were made during the past 30 days. So you need to have a traffic generating product, and this is it. You also encounter products that are profit makers. So maybe they don't have enough sales or as much sales as the traffic generators. As long as they have generated 3 to 4 sales during the past 30 days, and out of the, if you try to dropship that item, out of that sale, you might have more than $4 in worth of profit. So that is what we call profit makers. And let me show you an example. Let's take a look into this product right here. We have a Russian doll pattern cross stitch, right? Printed canvas. So first off, let's choose a variation. I chose this variation or color and this 14CT white fabric. Now, again, you can see that this has generated at least 5 sales in which were made during this month. So more than 4, pretty good, right? Not 20 like the other product, but still very good. So let's see here. Now let's try to source the same product, and this is my supplier on AliExpress. You see here that this has a 5-star rating product, 99.1% positive feedback, 96% seller ranking based on AliTools, and we have the final price. So we have a reliable supplier and a cheaper price for the same product, and not only that, we have free shipping. So let's put this into context. Let's go over the calculator over here. So let's make this bigger. Let's get rid of this. So we have the price over here, $13.97. We have here the cost, which is $5.49, and is free shipping, so we don't need to fill that in. And there you have it. So out of every single sale, this seller over here on eBay is making a total of $6.15. More than $4, that is a profit maker. And then again, that actually proves my point. Between these two, this has 20 sales over the past month, and this has only 5. However, this product over here generates $1.40 or 30 cents, but this one right here generates $6.15. If you want to sell this item, you have to be cheaper than your competition. So you can be cheaper by a couple of cents. You can go as low as 13.50 and still have a profit margin of $5.75, or you can even go as low as $12.99 and you'll still have a very awesome profit margin of $5.32. So this is the sniping method, guys. Now let's head over to market niche research. Okay, so when it comes to market niche research, we need a tool, and eBay actually has an awesome tool, and it's called Terapeak. So what is Terapeak? Terapeak is a marketing tool empowered by eBay that analyzes the platform's market and gives you detailed insights of what to sell, how to sell, and when to sell. Now, the way you get access to this awesome tool is by 2 ways. Number 1, you can either get a monthly subscription, right? So you can pay $12 per month, or you can pay $19 with a yearly subscription. You don't have to be a seller to have access to this awesome tool, but if you're a seller, this tool comes in handy as well. So the way you get this, or the way you get access to it, is by heading over to the Seller Hub right here. And then again, just to give you a general consent or a general idea, the Seller Hub is something that you have available once you set up your seller's account on eBay, where you can be on top of your orders, your sales, the listings you have, the traffic you're generating, and so on and so forth. On this tab called Research, you have a drop-down list, and you can head over here where it says Terapeak Product Research, and once you've done that, you'll be directed to this page, and this is where the magic begins. So first off, let's try to find something that is trending. Now, you can even use Google Trends to check up on the trends on the US if you're dropshipping into the US. So I normally go here and see what are the trending topics currently. You can see over here the year in 2020 search. Let's see what people are searching or were searching. As you guys can see, we have news, searches, actors, athletes, babies, games, definitions, and so many other trending niches. But you're trying to find a product, or at least something that can relate to a product, right? So as you guys know, when it comes to Netflix, there is a popular show that is called The Queen's Gambit. And you can see it here, The Queen's Gambit. I don't know if you have seen this this series right now, but it's very, very big and very, very popular. It's all about chess. So why not looking into something related to that on eBay? So let's head back to Terapeak. Let's use the keywords chess sets, right? Now, when it comes to analyzing the trend, you don't want to analyze it within the last 30 days. You want to see the full year to have a better and clearer picture. So once you place the keywords, head over here and change this up to the last 365 days, which is the full year. And before you hit the search button, then you want to find new products with a fixed price. And then you're ready. Click on research, and this is what we get. So these are the results that we got, and a few key points I want to show you guys is, number 1, we have 38,000 amount sold when it comes to products sold within this niche, because this is a niche. Then we have 5,382 total sellers within this niche, and we have the total sales. This is over here the full market size of the niche. We have $1,916,395.20. That is a huge market size. And we can see different products that are being sold within this niche. Now, we can see the trends as well as we go over here. Now, over here we have awesome charts and graphs that I believe that's one of the best features that Terapeak offers. And I want to show you 2 types of graphs. The first one is when it analyzes the trend line that you see here. So over the course of the year, there has been a growth when it comes to this niche. So to give you a further detail, by November 1st, there has been a rising peak. It has gone up and up and up and up. As you guys can see, by December 13th, sorry, there has been a huge peak. Now, there has been some decline over here, but keep in mind that this is today's date. So, I mean, most likely this will still go up. This is because of the show. This is what I want to say, that you have to find trending topics, because out of those topics, depending which topics they are, you might find products related to those topics that might have an awesome trending growth. So this is one of the charts I want to show you guys. And again, just to give you a summary, there has been an awesome growth when it comes to chess sets because of the popular show The Queen's Gambit. Now, the other graph I want to show you, which is very relevant as well, is this one right here, where you can analyze the market share. Now, the market share is how well could you maybe participate within this same niche, and how much of the potential you have as a beginner to make sales. So over here in this graph of market share, what you want to analyze is the 10% of sellers. So let's call these sellers the elite sellers, the best sellers, right? So out of the 100% of sellers that are within this niche, 10% have 80% of sales, 80% of market share, or 80% of participation within the niche. That leaves you, as a beginner, only 20% of market share or chances for you to make some sales. So what can you do? Well, you can also analyze a different niche to see which niche would work best for you. So let's say we have basketball shoes over here. Now, the 10% has only 71% of sales. So let's put this into context. Let's go ahead and subtract 100 minus 71. You have 29, meaning that you have 29% of market share. So between these two, you have 20 here and 29 here. You have better chances selling basketball shoes because you have a far more market share, and therefore you have more chances to make your first sale. Okay, before we start, guys, I want to point out that when it comes to market niche research, we're not looking into dropshippers like we did on the Sniping Method. We're looking into the eBay regular sellers that are within the full marketplace, right? So in this case, what we do is we start off by changing this up into the last 30 days or even the last 7 days. Let's go with the last 7 days to see how well that product that we might find is performing. Then we head over this side where we put a minimum and a maximum price. Now, the most important part is the minimum. And I always recommend you guys to go with 10. The reason behind that is we're trying to find products on eBay that has not only enough demand, but also is being sold for more than $10. The reason behind that is that we're trying to source that same product on AliExpress for a cheaper cost, but also we're trying to sell that same product cheaper than our direct competition, right? So the lower the price we put on our product and we sell, the far less chances we have to gain some profit, because we need to cover up the supply cost or the cost of AliExpress. We need to cover up the shipping cost and the PayPal with eBay fees. So what we need to do is cover that up, and once we cover that up, try to gain as much profit as possible or maximize our profits. So always strive for products that are being sold on eBay with a bare minimum of $10 to try to get as much profit as possible, and your maximum should be between $30 to $50. Let's put $50. Okay, now the next step is placing the seller's location. In this case, we're trying to look for sellers located at China for the time being. Head over here, we'll place China. There you go. Now, once we've done that, it's time for us to hit the research button. Okay, now you guys can see here that the market size is way smaller. We delimited the market, but also you can see the different products right here, the total sold. Now this is the important part. It's all about the demand. Now, normally, let me give you an example. Now, if we change this up, instead of being the last 7 days to last month or 30 days, the market size grows, but also you'll find products that have been sold more than 200 times, like this first product that you guys can see here. Now, again, since we're doing a niche market research, we have the full population of sellers that are regular sellers. What that means is they might have bought that inventory themselves at a higher price. Now, within the first page, if you find this case over here, for example, this one that has 255 total sales, or this one that has 80, for example, that means that they have always a very good inventory rotation. They're constantly changing up their inventory because they're constantly making sales, right? So that is going to be harder for you to find this exact same item on AliExpress for a cheaper price. It's going to be very hard. So what we do is we try to find items that have at least 30 to 60 sales overall. That means that that seller has an older inventory, and that gives you a far more chance to find that product on AliExpress for a cheaper price. So what you do in order for you to look for the product on AliExpress for a cheaper price is you can go always to the second page or third page, but in this case, since we don't need to do that because we can find here products that have less than 30 sales overall, then we can stick to the first page. But in some cases, you'll find products that have more than 100 sales within the first page. So always try to be safe, on the safe side, and scroll over to the second page or third page where you'll find products with 30 sales to 60 sales, and that's how you do it. But let's stick to the first page since there's no need to go to the second page, and let's try with any product over here. So let's see if we can find something with this product here, right? And there we have it. This is the item. Now, one thing that you always want to check up on, right, is the item's location, because if the item's location is based on China, that means that most likely that would be a dropshipper, and it's easier for you to compete against this seller. So scroll down, let's check out shipping and payments, and okay, there you have it. Item's location is China, meaning that this person is doing the same thing as you are, right? 31 sales overall, which 30 sales were made in the past 30 days. Very good. That means that there's not a high inventory rotation. There you might find this product on AliExpress under a cheaper cost. Let's choose a color. Let's choose a size first. Let's say, I don't know, maybe 8.5, color, or even 8. Let's choose 8, color black. Okay, total price $22.09. You want to find something cheaper, head over here, find on AliExpress using Ali tools, remember guys, and let's just wait for the results. And there you have it. You have the same product from different suppliers and different prices. So you can find products from $13.98, 12 with 98. You can even sort by the cheapest one. This one over here has more than 100 orders, $9.20. Hit on that. Let's see over here, 4.7 star rating, very good. 84% seller ranking, not that bad, very good. 96.4 positive feedback, awesome. And there you have different sizes. We have 8, that's what we chose, color black. See, so this is how you pretty much begin to do it. So it's $18.58, and this is how you find, you've already found a product, right, a cheaper product than this one, which is 22.09. So 18.58 versus 22.09, and this is what we do when it comes to niche market research. This is what you gotta do when you're trying to find a product to source if you're using this second method. So to give you a quick summary of what we just did, in this case we're trying to look for a seller, right, within the population of sellers on eBay that bought, let's say, the inventory back in 2019 where the price was high. There you have the palette of products, there you have it, the price was high, but let's say that the inventory rotation was not that great and this seller has an old inventory that bought about a year ago. That means that you as a seller have a far more chance to find that same palette of products at a lower price on AliExpress. And that is what we just did a couple of seconds ago. Okay guys, now we're heading into the final part of this webinar. If you made it this far, congratulations. I hope you learned something from it. I hope you guys start making some awesome sales in dropshipping products. Now, before we finish this webinar, I want to show you guys that we have multiple over here on the DSM tool. We have different suppliers, more than 50 websites where you can source items. We have suppliers from AliExpress, which is the one that we chose right now, Banggood, China brands, Walmart if using a US website, T-Mart, Costway, Costco, Target, Lowe's, and so on and so forth. So go ahead and check it out, guys. And last but not least, by using DSM tool, you can also list in DSM quicker by using our rapid lister feature. If you want to maybe source this specific item, then what we do is we go over here. We can publish it into eBay, choose any template we want for our store, and then just hit the import button to drag that item into the software. Okay guys, if you like this video and if you learned something out of this webinar, consider hitting that like button. It's going to help us tons to reach a broader audience. Also, subscribe and hit the notification bell button because we're constantly going live every single week and we are putting out some awesome informative content for you guys as well. And last but not least, the next webinar is going to be based on eBay search engine optimization. I'm going to teach you guys how to properly start making some awesome sales in your store. See you in the next one.